What up, everybody? It's the Total Wars Master here doing a Napoleon Total War replay. This time I'm on grassy flatlands. I have a typical army, some lines, some lights, my militia, and 4 units of cavalry. But then I'm surprised by my opponent's army, which is an army comprised of a lifeguard on foot and just cavalry. There is some mounted Jaegers, some hussars, dragoons, lifeguard of horse, really a little bit of everything. So, all the times people will say cavalry is OP, and by itself, cavalry is not a huge threat. So to say what my plan is, I'm going to send my cavalry to the flank for the most part, send a unit to try and just hold them back. I grab my light infantry, my militia, and my general.
Our men are running, sir.
I have a unit break, but they get some decent casualties in. Right now, they're just trying to buy time for the men I have to actually assume line, because their squares should be able to hold. However, these mounted Jaegers are my biggest worry. But he decides to continue his advance. I have my men in the line. Square. I didn't think my men were able to get their shot off in time, which they're not. But that's able to just completely demoralize the hussars and the calcrazers go in. And you can see he's in this huge clump over here. My general and lights are relatively safe. He can't just go through this. If he ignores this, he's going to take a whole lot of casualties just charging through it. It's a very fast-paced battle already. We're not even 3 minutes in already, and opening shots are fired. Major components of the army is engaging each other. I'm going to advance this flank over here, pull back over here, so I can have a nice uniform flank over here. Because these are his mounted Jaegers. These are more scary, but they should still lose in an actual firefight. Charges in square.
Kill for them!
And even though he does stop, he takes very heavy casualties for that advance. And my casualties were rather negligible. I mean, 5 men from foot guards, 9 men from musketeers. I mean, overall, it's not great, but it's perfectly acceptable to rout a unit, break another, and have one ready to rout. He has a very dense formation. This is his only infantry support, which he is moving to support. My men over here are now in position. Everything is good. I have them still in line so that they can try and get some of their fatigue down, although now I will move them back and try to arrange them in a more defensive position, because I don't want the male to come down flank and kill my general. A chain route would be awful, because I see him moving his lifeguards over. However, I do get some nice shots into the lifeguard. I do a general advance now. I have an advantage. And even though he's shooting back with his lifeguards, I have so much more man than him, and now I can charge my lancers in, and I'm just going to square my entire army. An army of cavalry is going to be very effective against an army of squares, obviously. He has this cavalry in my rear, but they're unable to do much of actual use.
Our men are running.
My cavalry is running, but my squares are going beautiful. I mean, his attack is not very useful in actually winning this, because the squares can just repel him, and yet he does kill more men. And there's so many men here clustered up trying to take on this one flank of the square that they actually mostly can't get into the fight, which allows my other squares to just shoot them. he has his cavalry try and go for my general. But he sees that this is going to be futile. But then he just decides to try the light infantry formation, the amount of firepower I can put down range right here is astonishing. And it's just row after row. You know, he gets his dragoons in the way.
Sir, our general is under attack.
I bring these men around. I kill his general who is in combat with my square. And then he quits. So that just goes to show, while cavalry is very useful, and it is crucial to a victory, an army of nothing but cavalry is not very useful. You need that infantry support in order to make the cavalry useful. But that's going to be it, guys. Like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any thoughts or opinions. Total Wars Master.